Don't you want devoted followers who leave their families for you, give their money to you, give their bodies to you, give up their lives for you, consider you God, and will kill for you?
It's time to tap into your primal selves and seize the power of instinct. We're gonna cast off those shackles that bind us to jobs we hate, people we don't love, lives that aren't worth living. We are going to take it!
In my seminar, let me share with you the 3 little words that can change anyone's life. I know some of you may say, well, why, Tom, don't go ahead and tell me this 3 little word right now to get it over with. Well, nothing worth millions like this come easy in life, my friend. You got to make an effort. You got to get on your car, take the time out, come to the seminar, learn the 3 little words that can make anyone change their life.
Now, I want to start us off by letting you know that this is a video about crime, fraud, and lies. It seems that no matter what part of time we are in, there will always be someone trying to manipulate the masses. Some being that is so corrupted by greed that they would take advantage of struggling people looking for hope and exploit them. I'll get back to that, but first I wanted to start us off with a story. There was a time when I was very depressed, going through one of the worst times of my life. I was dealing with a loss in my family, and things just kept piling on. And on top of everything, I was broke. I felt this intense pressure to succeed, like I needed to become a millionaire overnight, or I'd never catch up. It kept me up at night, and a mix of these issues put me in a headspace where I just could not think straight. This story of mine is not special. I feel like this happens to so many people, and when times like this come, it becomes easy to be sold a dream. Dreams that made me personally believe in things that, looking back, were clearly too good to be true. I almost joined a cult. Oh, okay, my bad. I meant to say, I almost joined an online course. The kind you see all over social media, podcasts, and YouTube. They're promoted as something you need in life. Pay an obscene amount of money, and they'll promise you the world. Whether it's a boatload of cash, amazing health, or the perfect romantic partner, they've got something for you. But we have to remember that if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Now, I know that I'm making a bold claim saying that online courses are like cults, but I am hoping that by the end of this video, you'll start to see what I'm trying to say. Now, firstly, we have to understand what makes something a cult and how they operate. Starting off with the most common practice of all of them, recruitment.
Man, what? Bro, why is she not texting me back, bro? I'm broke, not dead. What's going on?
Hey, I'm just gonna let myself in, man.
Man, how did you get in my house?
Don't worry about how I got in here. What you need to worry about is that I have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I have the life's secrets. I'm talking fast cars, 6-figure job, bro, bad bitches. Listen, go to my website, brokeniggersintraining.com, and you could be just like me in under a year. I will teach you all of my secrets. It's $50 a month. Make the decision to change your life.
I mean, I guess I'll look it up. I ain't broke though.
So, NXIVM was an organization founded in the late 1990s by Keith Raniere, a self-proclaimed visionary who marketed his group as a cutting-edge personal development company. On the surface, NXIVM sold workshops that provided success programs that promised to unlock confidence, leadership skills, and even enlightenment for its members. Raniere positioned himself as a genius mentor, claiming his teachings could help people shed their emotional baggage and finally find joy in their lives. This all sounds great, except for the fact that NXIVM wasn't really about self-improvement. Like many modern online courses, it was a meticulously designed pyramid. Members paid thousands of dollars for escalating tiers of training, while Rainier and his inner circle pocketed the profits. Just like Scientology. And also just like Scientology, NXIVM was a cult. Over time, Keith Rainier weaponized psychology tactics straight out of the cult playbook. Behind his facade of empowerment and mentorship was a twisted hierarchy filled with sex trafficking, racketeering, and many other forms of abuse and exploitation. Now, when looking at cults, I understand how when feeling lost in the world, seeing someone portray themselves as the person with the answers may make you want to look into what they are selling, and maybe even join. But I've always wondered, what makes them stay?
Alright, so I listened to what you said. I switched up my eating habits. I started doing the push-ups, and I'm feeling the effects. So you know what? I put the money through. I joined the online course. I'm ready for lesson 1, man. Let's make this money, bro. Let's make this money.
Okay, I see you. That means that you passed the test. That means that we could get into lesson number 1. Okay, so you see this right here? This is student. This is the bottom of our hierarchy. You start from the bottom, and the more money that we teach you to make, you can go up these ranks. But before we can actually start teaching you how to make money, we need to get into our first lesson. Now see, before you could actually rank up and start making some money, we look through your file. And we determined that the number 1 most important issue going on is that you don't degrade women enough.
I'm so sorry. Did you say degrade women?
Yes. I did not stutter. Degrade women more. You're not listening. This is a very valuable tip to actually ranking up in our system and making money.
Hey, man, what's going on? And wait. What's on that white boy? Is this, what is this? Is this a pyramid?
Come on, man. This right here, this is not a pyramid, bro. This is our hierarchy. This is how you make money and go up in our ranks. Listen.
Hey, man, I was messing with the course, but I'm not really understanding how learning to degrade women equals landing a 6-figure job.
See? And that's why you're at the bottom.
The thing about NXIVM and most cults are that the workshops, activities, and seminars they provide are based on real psychological practices. The thing about NXIVM is that they don't recruit people by screaming, "Join us, we'll ruin your life." No, they use proven psychological tools to make you feel better first. Think mindfulness exercises, goal setting, or even basic therapy techniques. These things aren't scams. They're science. And when you start seeing real improvements, less anxiety, more confidence, you think, wow, maybe this isn't a scam. And that's when they get you. That's when you're hooked. This isn't new. Take Scientology. They reel people in with common sense advice like communicate clearly or set goals. But once you're invested, emotionally and financially, the demands escalate. Suddenly it's donate your savings to ascend spiritually, or cut ties with anyone who questions us. Sound familiar? It's the same playbook used by predatory online courses. They start with actionable tips anyone could Google. Negotiate your salary. Start a side hustle. And when you see even minor results, they weaponize that trust. Now it's recruit 10 of your friends to unlock the real secrets, or pay $5,000 to join my inner circle. They both use this us versus them mentality to brainwash their members, with cults saying something like, the outside world doesn't want you to realize your true mission. And online courses say, join us if you want to escape the Matrix.
Hey, wait. What?
What is it? Is it something I said?
Hell yeah, man. You talking about some escape the Matrix?
Yeah, you heard me. Escape the Matrix. They don't want you to know how to get a high value skill. You are Neo. And me, I'm Morpheus.
Like the movie?
Yes, like the movie.
Hey man, I was trying to learn how to, I don't know, get a high paying job, get some more subs on YouTube, find a loving girlfriend. You talking about escaping the matrix, bro. What are you talking about? How does this get me money?
See? And that's the attitude on why you'll never escape. High value skill.
You see, the skit I'm showing you isn't just a caricature of random online courses. This is about Andrew Tate in his weird, ever-changing course of many names. The Hustlers University, the War Room, and what it's most commonly known as, the real world. Now, Andrew Tate is not the first person to be the face of fake gurus. We've had people like Tom Vu.
Take a look at this house, my friend. It's worth $500,000. I pick it up for $285,000, making $215,000 profit. If you can do about 10 deals like this, the way I'm about to show you, you can retire multimillionaire.
To Ty Lopez.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
And now Tate has taken the helm to manipulate the masses.
I say this all the time. Hustlers University is the greatest thing that exists on the face of the planet for people who are trying to escape the matrix. I will show you how.
Now, I've taken the time to take a deep dive into this pyramid scheme, and I've learned a lot about how they operate. Not only from the huge leak that happened inside of the server, but I also know someone personally that is inside the real world, and they were able to give me all of the information I needed about the program. So, according to my friend, there is a giant hierarchy inside of the real world, starting with student, where you start when you first pay that $50 to get inside. You have to prove how hungry you are to advance, and with the more money you make, the more your power level rises. You go from student to guardian and finally captain, with the top of the pyramid being the professor. Now, I'll let you guys know right now that this is not an actual college professor, or even a teacher at all for the matter. These top of the hierarchy men are people deemed to be qualified by Andrew Tate to teach others. Now, the next question I got to ask was, how many people were actually students versus the rest of the ranks? And this is what he told me. There are 9,000 people in each campus, and there are around 15 campuses. Each campus has one professor, at most 10 captains, and around 30 guardians. Everyone else are just students. Now let's do some math here. That means that out of 135,000 people, there are only 600 people that actually make it out of student. This mirrors NXIVM's hierarchy of sashes going from white to gold. Each sash would gain stripes as they provided their loyalty, but most never made it out of the early stages. Nothing that Andrew Tate is doing is new, but it's extremely scary to me because of how everything has changed. It has become so easy to brainwash someone, and everything just gets worse with every advance in modern technology. Of all of the seminars promoting NXIVM, around 17,000 people attended, and from those people, only around 700 people actually joined in its lifetime. In Andrew Tate's real world, he has over 100,000 people brainwashed inside of his little Discord server trying to find out how to break out of the matrix. And what's worse is that this cult he's made is through and through just like NXIVM, in the sense that it's all just used to fund his illegal crime lifestyle.
Police in Romania are questioning Andrew Tate, the controversial social media figure, after raiding his home earlier today as part of an investigation into alleged crimes, including sex with a minor and money laundering.
Keith Raniere used NXIVM to lure in women and make them a part of his cult. He would make them create blackmail of themselves so that he could hold it over their heads. This led to years of abuse. He was finally arrested in 2018, but it always feels like when one monster falls, another one is born. Andrew Tate these past couple of years has been in Romania under investigation on human trafficking charges. He has been arrested, put on house arrest, and also had all of his assets seized from this. He has not been charged yet, as these type of cases take a very long time, but with all the information that has come out about this case, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think he's guilty. He has his most expensive course called the War Room that costs $8,000 to join. It was supposed to be some secret anonymous group filled with people that also escaped the Matrix, Most compared to this group is something like, I guess, Freemasons, until someone leaked everything inside the war room, and we found out that escaping the Matrix just meant exploiting women and teaching other men how to do it as well. When all the messages for the war room were leaked, the veil of secrecy was unmasked, showing us the truth behind this program was to teach men how to meet women and manipulate them. There are multiple messages talking about how to remove a woman from their support system and isolate them so that they can use them for sex work. It's all really disgusting, and it's just so scary how brainwashed these men are. They see him as if he's really a god that has escaped the Matrix, and ignore that not only are they just being used to fund this man's illegal activity, but they are also being taught how to do the same thing. From the heinous actions being done to the devotion that these people have for him, I feel like I can firmly say that the real world has gone much further past a regular pyramid scheme. It is indeed a cult, and it honestly scares me. We're living in a world where it's getting easier to brainwash people. You don't have to actually host a seminar where people have to come out and see you anymore. You can actually just show up on someone's YouTube or TikTok promoting your bullshit course, and when you see things like The Real World, where he has over 100,000 members paying to get information you could find on YouTube, or hey, maybe, just maybe, a book. That's a giant pool of people getting groomed to maybe just break out of the Matrix. This is the next big cult, and it's staring us right in the face. We're having a giant issue of men feeling lost, and down the road, this somehow leads to them joining this weird group filled with the worst type of men. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Maybe they aren't lost. Maybe they're just like this. But I have a plan. I'm going to be starting my own online course with all of the real secrets to the world, and starting at the low cost of $60 a month. Okay, I'm joking. I think the real way that this will end is in the next couple of years, something will go on with Andrew Tate, probably with the investigation, and just like Kiefer Neer, the days of this cult will end. The real world will come to an end. He is scrambling to stay afloat now that all of his assets have been seized in Romania, and that's why you see him going extra hard, grifting to the US right-wing politics, to show up in media, to him promoting his multiple scam coins, trying to rug pull all of his loyal followers. His time is running out, and it's sad because once he's gone, we're just going to get another version of him, and his manipulation tactics will probably work on everyone the same. The most I can do to help is just to say that if you are someone struggling to find your way in the world and you are looking for guidance, I'll give you the 3 little words that you had to sit through 2 hours of a Tom Vu seminar to hear. Don't give up. In all seriousness, if you really need a community of people where you need tips or want to update progress of whatever you're working on, I'm happy to open up my comment section to you. Think about what your current dream or goal is and put it down so others can see and give you tips. And when you reach a milestone, update the comment to show everyone your progress. That's all that I'll leave you guys with for right now. But if you guys enjoyed my video, please consider liking and subbing to my content. Have a great day, and don't forget to escape the Matrix. Peace.